Today, we're going to meet my brand new oak bonsai that just sprouted. And you're going to see what I named my Japanese curly willows. And we'll check on the outside veggie garden. And we'll see how Lulu is doing, because she lost all her leaves, but she's doing better. So here we go. Hello, welcome to another episode of Growing Crazy with Jeanette. I'm Jeanette, and I'm crazy. So let's look around. Whisper is looking good. She's got a lot of new growth on her. Yeah, right here by this birdie. These are new. This is new. These are new. Got a lot of new growth. That's good. Snake plant's looking good, Miss Josephine. That plant is so old. That was my great-grandmother's. I don't know how old this plant actually is. Maybe 50 years old. But we've kept it alive and kept it thriving. I just repotted it not long ago. Then down here, I have watermelon sprouting with cinnamon on the soil so they don't get moldy. Eva looks good. She's got the new babies on either side. And the ficus, Scotty P, know what I'm saying? That's got a lot of new growth. I am so proud of myself. I didn't realize that he would grow this fast. That's wonderful. A lot of new leaves. Shanley looks good. This is my Fukien Tea, one of them. I really like her base because she's very bendy. See? She's got a lot of cool wiggles and turns to her. Here's my water plant Sylvester with the green flowers. And let's check on the roots. The roots are doing well. Good. Eden looks good. Oso's growing big fronds. Look at these. That's growing so fast. And Richard Timothy looks good too. And Lola, my other Fukien Tea that I always mention, is doing well. And my Bessie plant, my rope hoya, little tortellini plant. Back here, we have a baby forsythia. 4 of them actually. And they are growing roots under a CO2 tent. And that one looks really good. This is a magnolia named Sigsbee, and she has some new growth coming off of her, so that's promising. You have to stick them under the CO2 tent so that they're forced to root. Then over here, I've got these guys, Charlie and Otto. See if I can get this cover off of them. Okay, let me get back in here. Can you see the new growth? The new branches forming? He's got little pine cones. And then down here, he's got new growth also. And I named my 2 Japanese curly willows, Eloise and Elsie, sorry. And then my Lulu started showing leaves. She has tiny little bits of green right back here. Do you see the new leaves coming in? That's so exciting. They're all throughout her. She's got little green marks. That's wonderful. So I guess she's doing better than I anticipated. And the begonia is doing well. A little terrarium plant in there with it. Oh, we've got Paul, Ringo, and George and John down here. Loki, the god of mischief. Lena. That's another magnolia. That's Yogi, my air plant. Sid and Nancy, my fern and terrarium plant that I don't know the name of. And then up here, this is a Eastern Redbud. And it looks very happy. Both of them do, because there are actually two of them. I'm really hoping that this one roots more than any of the other ones. I'm very excited for this plant. Then over here is Felix. He's all bendy and cool, and he's got a new mark, or a new branch. He's doing really well. Keep them under the CO2 tents for 10 to 14 days. You can go 2 weeks. With the different variety of plant, it might be longer. Like for example, the redbud here, that takes 3 weeks under glass before it roots. And you have to have rooting hormone also, or it's a no-go, because you can't root trees without it. But, surprise, surprise, my acorns came up. It wasn't just a bowl of rocks. It was actually a baby oak. And then right here, we have another one coming up. So I have 2 baby oak bonsai coming up, and I'm super happy about that, because I just noticed them yesterday. I had actually given up on these acorns because they weren't coming up, and I was watering it and taking care of it, and then I just kind of gave up on it and let it dry out, and pow, the seeds came up, so acorns came up. So that's pretty neat. The water plant looks good. She's got new growth. Let's go outside and check out the garden. We finally had some rain, so we've got new growth. Here are my bean plants coming up. There's one. There's another one. And then right here's another sprout coming up. And then this first row of terrariums are watermelon. The second row are tomatoes and watermelon, plus that bag of potatoes. And the last row is all sweet corn, 2 different varieties. So hopefully this stuff will root fairly quickly. It hasn't even sprouted, except for the beans. Beans are really easy to grow. But I guess the rest of them will come back up when they decide to. What are you gonna do? It's been a little cold out, so that could be what's going on. However, the terrarium should have kept them warm. Warm enough. Ooh, the peonies are coming up. Look. Here's a couple. Here's this whole thing. It's going to be all kinds of peonies. And around the fountain and pond, we have chives. They're about to flower. They're so pretty. Some columbines over there, rose bush, and the vinca vine with the purple flowers. Pretty. Ooh, my allium came up. Yay. Do you see them? They're so pretty. Those came from Amsterdam. So I'm happy about those. I went there for my honeymoon many years ago. It was a fun place to visit, let me tell you. If you ever go there, get the Dutch Star. Well, that does it. I hope you had fun. I had a good time. Subscribe and like, and I'll see you around. Love you. Bye.